Think of a character no one likes. Eggy, there's your answer. This video will be a video on Eggy, as she is literally the least liked and least popular BFDI character. If you want a really cool analysis, there's more of a character discussion. I haven't made a character discussion since like March, and then after since 2023. Yeah, the ranking videos have been really screwing up these last few months. Anyway, from the top, Season 4. So, pre-split. An interesting and probably my favourite thing about Eggy this season is a thing with Teardrop. I really like this interaction. I wish they expanded on it a bit more. From Eggy's personality, she's more hard on the outside and soft from the inside. You'd see that when we get to BFB 6. The other 5 episodes are unimportant for now. So this episode is fine, I guess. Okay, being honest, as you may know, Eggy is on the losers. What a weird spawn to be on. As you may know, in BFB 6, Belle beats the basket and then the losers get up for an elimination. You'd see she's hard on the outside as she lashes out on Clock. And also, in this episode, she, along with the rest of the team except Cake, were looking at Belle. So if it wasn't Clock, it would have been anyone else, including her. And also, the episode afterwards, she gets the second most votes by a wide margin. The loser downfall is in the history books. If the losers ever went up for elimination again, Egg would have been out. But holy, the team losing distribution was crazy. In BB12, she loses tic-tac-toe 72 times. Well, that's more than the fire in the room. And then blames Leafy for winning. Yeah. And she tells the story she has to tears in this episode. I'll just play the clip because why not?
I'll tell it anyway. So it all began when I was a baby egg. You know, an egg inside of an egg. Exception, if you will. It was very cozy, and at that moment, I realized I was pretty content. I had everything I needed. I didn't need to complain for more. So I thought, why shout? Why even say anything? As you see, that's how I, as a small egg, never really spoke much and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, and Eggy forgets who Clock is in the next episode. And that's pretty much everything we have to say about Eggy in pre-split. She has a whopping 36 lines the entire season. Do you really know where she placed in the BFB 13 popularity poll 2019? Last place, 64th place with exactly 70 votes. Back when T-Bot 6 came out, I did a tier list ranking every BFDI character, and Eggy placed very high on my list, being 28th at the very top of B tier. Even a few months later, I'll move up to S tier in 15th place for no apparent reason at all. I guess I really found the teardrop stuff interesting. Funny story about post-split, she has a total of 1 line the entire 14 episodes. Are you ready for what this line is? It's just this small ramble.
X is the kindest host of the 3 we've seen by far. I hardly remember meeting the pulsating cyborg box, but I'm confident X is nicer than even him.
Why? I swear the animation was not that bad in the scene. I guess she glazes X in the scene and then the announcer. Honestly, W glazed for the announcer, but this feels kind of off character. Let's just skip, we've got everything covered here. She has a bit more to do with Teapot, knowing that it's more like big than BFB. In Teapot 1, basketball calls Eggy a ball. She gets put on one of the good teams in Teapot, being the strongest team on earth. She doesn't do that much with Teapot 1, but she's pretty promising this season. Until Teapot 2, we've truly went full circle. She goes back to her BFB 6 self and then screams at Winner, and I've already went about that. Winner pushes through and angers Eggy a bit, so yeah. And then Eggy and basketball have an argument, and oh yeah, we get to see a bit more of the teardrop stuff. On to T-Bot 3, nothing except a small speech. T-Bot 4, I forgot how bad the dialogue was in this episode. Nothing noteworthy about Eggy and T-Bot 4. T-Bot 5, absolutely nothing again. Do you know how many lines she has in this entire episode? 3.
Looks like your leadership abilities on this side have been disastrous, basketball. I've been keeping the hostage in line, and TV's been fully cooperating. We're just using the robot to our advantage. What's the problem? It's fine. It's just a machine.
And this follows her elimination in Teapot 6 with 2,404 votes. And she went a little bit silent until Teapot 22, the infamous debut episode. Eggy crashes out of Fraz in this episode for putting them in this, like, attic or whatever it is. More teardrop stuff, I guess. That's pretty much all she has in this episode. Why is Eggy the least popular contestant? Why is Eggy the least liked contestant? She might as well be one of the most hated as well. Well, what do the people think about her? Well, let's see.
I feel like Eggy grew on me just because I started to realize how much of a better person Eggy actually is.
She has improved as a character.
I never liked Eggy. Way back in pre-split, she was one of my least favorite characters by a long shot.
If she's not being bland, she's being mean.
Okay, who put this on my list? After some time in my 2025 tier list, Eggy got moved down to C tier, and nowadays she sits at the pretty bottom of my tier list in 85th or 90th place. Let's dive into the reasons why people hate Eggy. She does nothing. That's pretty fair, to be honest. She doesn't have that much screen time overall. In BFB she had a total of 9 minutes, being mostly in BFB 1, BFB 6, BFB 7 and BFB 13. And in BFB 14 she gets a single second of screen time sitting down with Leafy. I mean, to be fair, BFB has a history of bad screen time. In T-Bot, she does some stuff in T-Bot 1 too, and is absent from pretty much with her resurgence like BFB T-Bot 22. She's rude, I also get this. The crash out in BFB 6 is pretty unjustified. Again, she was quite literally looking at Belle. Does she deserve to be eliminated? Probably not that episode. She's not even the worst person on that team, as we'll get to that maybe in a future video. The Losers anyway is one of my least favourite teams overall. This is pretty much everything I have to say in this like 6-minute video. Never mind, we're 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the recording. I'm guessing it's... yeah, I don't know what to do for the next video. I might do another object show review, so... and there's like Google form I want to do, so... check in the pinned comment for that. And yep, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.